Hello, hi, happy Saturday. So I was actually doing my hair and I realized I should probably just be a little bit in the multitasking spirit and fill you all in as to how I even became a cat lady, because obviously I have a lot of cats that I show on my page. And yes, I have 3 cats, Chipotle, Guacamole, and Quesadilla. So hear me out. I actually hated cats. Hated cats. Growing up, my brother was allergic to everything underneath the sun, so he had all of the allergy medicines and everything that we had to go through, so we were never allowed to have pets. Fast forward, started dating a guy. He had a cat. And I was like, it's me or the cat. And then I fell in love with the cat. And then obviously from there, it's kind of history. So then I said, can we get a dog? And he said, no, we can get a cat. So don't tell me yes, because I literally got off from the couch, drove down the street to the SPCA, and I came home with what I thought was a cat. So I show back up to the house, and he's like, that's not a cat. I'm like, what do you mean that's not a cat? He's like, that's a kitten. I was like, what's the difference between a cat and a kitten? He's like, a kitten you have to train down, but a cat kind of already does its own thing. So I was like, well, honestly, I don't really know. I walked into the SPCA, told him he said I could get a cat. I said, who can come home with me right now? There's this brand new little kitten, grabbed him, walked right out with him. And he was like, well, I guess we have a cat now. So we essentially then had 2 cats together. One was mine, one was his. I should say a cat and a kitten. And then fast forward, like a year later, I was bored on my lunch break from work. I drove back down to the SPCA and I said, I don't think I'm gonna get another cat. So I went and got another cat, which now I have Chipotle and Guacamole at this point. We ended up breaking up. It was fine. It was probably the most awkward breakup of my life because we ended up spending more time chasing around Guac to get him into the crate for me to move out of his house, which was actually probably the most time we had ended up spending together in a long time, because we were stuck with having this cat who was refusing to leave the house and hiding everywhere. And that was honestly really awkward. Then fast forward, I moved down to Florida about 5 years ago. After about like a year of being here, I had a friend who reached out and said they found 4 kittens underneath the car. They knew that I loved cats. I said, sure, I'll take them all. So I took all 4 of the kittens. So now at this point, Chip and Guac are probably like 3 and 4 at this point years old. And I brought in 4 brand new kittens from underneath the car in South Florida into my home. So I partnered up with a rescue group, got all the food, found out everything you had to do, and I ended up keeping one of the kittens, which then became obviously, well, my last one is Quesadilla. So that's why I have the 3 cats, Chipotle, Guacamole, and Quesadilla. Chipotle's original name was actually Simba, because I was feeling the whole like, Simiaba, Menzibia, you know, where you hold them up above. And yeah, that didn't really go so well. And then I realized I'm a Chipotle addict, so obviously I named all my kids after the Mexican food, and Chipotle's real birthday is actually on Cinco de Mayo. So it all worked out. His mother's a tequila lover when I did and / randomly do drink. So that's how I am a cat crazy lady.